my camera doesn't think I'm a real person. Ah! I drop something in every video. Oh my god, I'm blind. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for another video. So today we are going to jump back into that summer vibe following our Christmas in July mini-series with this super fun sunflower like eye look. I have my little like floral shirt on, we're rocking my favorite lipstick in the whole entire world, and I managed to pop some yellow. So if you saw my reindeer tutorial from the Christmas in July mini-series, you guys know that I was playing with the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette. So I decided I was going to do a tutorial using this palette and those colors in particular. And that is like the base for this fun floral vibe that we got going on here. I'm gonna put my mop up. Also, check out these little flower earrings. Aren't they cute? I got them at World Market and they were like $6. So either my entire ear is going to fall off or it's just gonna turn green. Either way, cool. The first thing that I did in that reindeer tutorial, which I'm actually going to borrow from for today's look as well, is take a little bit of bronzer and use that as like my transition shade. I'm just using like a big fluffy brush and we're just kind of go ham. As always, as we lose product, we're gonna start to sweep upwards, and I'm also going to concentrate color right here and up towards the brow in this inner corner because I like the way that it like changes the shape of the eye and kind of like draws your attention in. I love this brush because it is a tapered blending brush, which means that if you pick up color right here just on the point of the brush, which is the very tippity top, it allows you to concentrate color in a very specific area, and then just by tilting your brush a slight bit, you can kind of like buff that color out or like help you blend. So I really like this brush just for the versatility of like placement and then the way that you blend. So we're gonna pick up the color Madagascar from this palette. It is a beautiful olivey brown, and I am loading that right here, not quite on the belly, but not entirely on the point of this brush either. It's kind of in that like pretty little cusp. We are going to first stamp that right here in our crease and ever so slightly higher. All right, and while I blend this out, you guys, I need a new TV show. I like things that are action-packed. I don't mind some violence, but I don't like Quentin Tarantino kind of violence. Don't come for me in the comments. I just don't. I don't like Quentin Tarantino, but one of my favorite shows is Criminal Minds. Or it was. They haven't put more than just season 12 on Netflix, and they're like 15 seasons now, so I'm like, all right, get it together. So drop your favorite show down below. I'm also looking for some like feel-good TV shows, because like sometimes you're in the mood for action and other times you need to take a chill pill. I've already done Gilmore Girls, I did How I Met Your Mother. You know, I liked Friends, but I started with How I Met Your Mother, so don't come for me in the comments for that either. I started backwards, I know. It's like watching Star Wars and seeing 1, 2, and 3 before 4, 5, and 6. Or so I'm told. We're gonna dip into the color Kenya, which is like this really pretty rich chocolatey brown. We're loading our brush on the point, which is that tippity top right there, and we are going to go in and really concentrate that color like in that natural little fold in our eyes, because my eyes are so deep set. It's okay if it comes down a little bit lower than that because we're gonna end up cutting our crease. So I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that P. Louise base. Go ahead and stamp out that shape. I wanna keep everything like really fun and round. I am gonna bring that cut all the way into the center, remembering to go a little bit higher than the natural like fold of my eye. That way you can still see it when my eyes are open. Otherwise, what's the point of doing all of the work? I'm gonna pick up more of that Madagascar color, which is the olivey brown, and I'm gonna be using that same like pointed tapered brush. I'm gonna load the color onto the belly, and then from this outer corner and sketching inwards, I'm gonna go ahead and start like building up. It's kind of like a little flicking motion, if you guys can see. Like I'm feathering that color in on the belly of the brush. And now that I've got like that mid-tone color in, I'm gonna go back to the point of the brush and back to that really rich chocolatey color, starting in the very outer corner because that's where I want the darkness to be the most concentrated. And I'm going to give a little like tip-tap patty whack I'm keeping that like super concentrated into that outer corner. I'm going to pick up just a tidbit of this Zuri color, which is this like champagne-y color, and just a tiny hint of Sheba, which is like an olivey brown reflect. It is lighter than the olivey brown that we used earlier, but I honestly think that the two of those together is gonna make something really pretty. A little bit of a tap into those colors, starting right here in the middle and then slowly dragging it inwards. I think I want to pop a little bit of color into the lower lash line, but first I'm picking up that Madagascar color, which is that olivey brown, and I am sweeping that across the lower lashes. Bam. I love this shimmery green shade. It looks like Slytherin to me, and that's just real hot. So I'm gonna be picking up a small packing brush because I want to really concentrate where this goes because it is a shimmer. I'm leaving the very inner corner still open. And then I think that it's a little bit too shiny right here in that outer corner. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of that rich brown, and we are just going to layer that right on top to kind of subdue that outer corner and to kind of make it melt into the deeper shade that's concentrated into the upper corner over here. So today we're going to be using the Norvina white liner as well as just a yellow body paint to do our sunflowers. I'm going to be using the white first just so that we have like a nice stark difference between like the depth that's here and the yellow that we place down in a second. I'm going to use the back end of my pencil to kind of like put a dot where I know that I would like a sunflower. I just did that for like placement purposes. Now I'm going to go in with my paintbrush and I'm gonna bring you guys in a little bit closer. It's so funny, whenever I do something like this, I think about Ryan Kelly, who, if you don't know, I think she's here on YouTube, but definitely not here on YouTube as much as she is just on Instagram, but she's a lip artist. I cannot fathom having the patience or like a steady enough hand to do this on my lips. And now that we are sufficiently yellow, we get to make the little center part. So for this, I'm gonna be picking up the Too Faced Naughty by Nature, which you guys know is my favorite lipstick in the whole entire world. And that same paintbrush that we just used, I'm going to just tap in. Usually I would use a nail art pen, but those are so far away. And by that I mean I just don't want to get up. And then we need to add a little bit more detail. So the very center of a sunflower is not only brown, but has tiny little like specks, dots, raised bumps, if you will. I'm taking most of the product off of this white liquid liner and putting this mirror really close to my face. Yeah, that may not be noticeable to you in any way, shape, or form. You know, if I were going anywhere where anybody would be getting close enough to me, they would appreciate the detail, I am sure. While we're here, I'm just gonna add a few dots. You guys know, I love dots. Guys, she's lasted me a really long time. So good to me. Dead, just dead. I'm gonna add a little bit more detail, so I'm picking up the color dark green. Nice creative nomenclature over here. Same paintbrush as earlier, and we're just gonna add a couple little tick marks to be like the flowers, to be the leaves. This cup of coffee is doing nothing for me, let me tell you. Alright you guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. I do hope that you enjoyed the tutorial and that maybe you found it a little bit useful. Drop a comment down below letting me know what your favorite flower is, and if you would ever wear anything like a floral eye art out of your house. I think everybody should, it's a fun time. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already so you can be notified every time I post a new video, which is every Monday and Friday at 1 p.m. and occasionally when we do series or, you know, if I have extra time on Wednesdays as well. I love you guys. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.